I went to a small community in Norway to do a story about 3 young girls who had taken their own lives. And they were 15 and 16 years old, and they were friends. I was told that one of these girls had been part of some sort of community online. The local police said that on her phone, they had found 106 followers in some sort of closed network. And I thought, well, if this one girl had 106 followers, how many Norwegian girls are really part of this?
Anna Marta Morland is an investigative reporter at NRK in Norway and the winner of the 2020 Investigative Reporting Award. Morland was contacted by a girl called Sophie, who said that she herself had been part of this same network on Instagram.
She reached out to me after my other project about these 3 suicides, and she said, "You're not telling the whole truth. I know at least 10 girls who have been part of the same network who have died in suicide."
Sophie still had her old profile, so Morland was able to map out some of these suicides.
My anxiety was that they were influencing each other to take their own life.
One name kept coming up among the girls of someone who had already taken her own life, Andrine.
She had documented every bit of her own suicide, so she was a girl that everyone was connected to.
Morland contacted Andrine's mother. She had kept Andrine's phone.
I think I will remember this night for the rest of my life, because she gave me the phone and she said, "You can just keep it." And I was on my own and I was going through Andrine's phone and I saw a lot of very disturbing content, and I was awake all night, and then I went back to work the next morning and I said, I need some help. This is big. This is much bigger than I thought it was going to be. But we decided very early on that we as journalists could not be reaching out to these girls. Very many of them are under the age of 18 as well, and we haven't got the skills to talk people out of suicide. But in the few cases where we knew who the girls were, then we reached out to healthcare professionals to help them. Everything was too sensitive and everyone was too vulnerable, and there was boundaries all the way. Should I go there? Should I not go there? Should I even talk to Andrine's mum? Should she even open the phone? Should I stop observing and start interacting?
Morland went to the funeral of one of the girls who committed suicide while they were investigating the network.
And this girl, her name was Cecile, and she had taken her own life on Easter morning. Just sitting at her funeral thinking, what am I doing here? I need to go back and publish the stories so that someone can do something. At moments like that, that's when I think, why did I become a journalist? Because that's the hardest part, when you have to dig deep into broken families and their lives. And then I think it's really important we were a team. It wasn't just me on my own. I couldn't have survived doing this project on my own.
They were inside the network every day for 6 months. Morland was anxious to finally get the story out, but she says,
I was afraid that more people were going to die from publishing their secret. You don't want to be reporting on suicidal methods because you don't want to give people ideas. But at the same time, we had to go further than we usually do because we had to reveal the content of the network for people to be able to understand how dangerous this was. It's not a healthy place to be for a long time, so I was so tired in the end, so stressed. And when we started publishing and people survived, then I started breathing again. Well, I would say 90% of the girls in the network were positive that the darkest, most dangerous sides of their community was revealed, because they started talking about it inside the network in a different way.
The story also inspired a more systemic change.
A lot of the youth healthcare system in Norway have changed the way that they treat girls in mental health care and how they talk to them about their lives on the internet, and that means so much to me.